What we have right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a teachable moment. The only reason I'm showing this to you is because I've expressed extensively on my channel, you can go back if you don't believe me, that as a grown person, you should never be a fan of anybody. Now, enjoying what LeBron does on the court, enjoying Jennifer Lawrence and her movies is one thing, admiring their talent. But looking at them as a god or someone above you, not only does it waste your time, but that person, when they encounter you, is going to have no respect for you. And how could you? You're already psychologically placing them on a pedestal, and at the same time, a lot of the time, they're trying to enjoy their life, and you're intruding on them. Just imagine working all day, not getting anything to eat. You go to a restaurant, you order a hot plate of food. All of a sudden, when that plate of food is on your table, you hear someone go, oh my God, can I get a picture? They scream and they literally snap a photo with you. Would that piss you off? Would you ever have any respect for that person who did that? No, because they are intruding on you. Now, in this circumstance, they're not, but you can tell that she is uncomfortable. Let me play the video and I will intercede when I feel necessary.
Been crowned Yahoo's biggest Hunger Games fan. Oh.
You could see that reaction. Okay, so right here, you could see her genuine reaction. She raises her brow. When people raise their brow, it's a sign that they are uncomfortable. Now, people's genuine reactions are about 2 to 3 seconds. I was watching this video of this FBI language expert who worked in the FBI for 20 years. And he stated that when somebody has a quick reaction, like a smile or a raise of the brow, it's only going to last 2 or 3 seconds, and then they're going to mold into their fake reaction. So if you notice Miss Lawrence right here, you can tell that she's very uncomfortable when she hears that this other person's a huge fan. Again, she's not respecting this girl, and how can you expect her to?
Oh, thank you.
And there she goes. See, thank you. You can tell she forces a smile. And I get it. She's doing public relations, promoting her film, promoting her brand, promoting how she puts food on the table. I get it.
And I was wondering, do you have any challenges for me, like questions, test me on, or... Oh, God, I want...
You could see her there again. She's thinking, not only do I have to talk to the stupid bitch, but now I have to fake a dumbass question to her. You can just tell she's annoyed with this sicko fan.
I know that you're going to know more. What is Candace named after? Or where does her name come from? Is it a plant?
You could tell she's like, yes. Okay, would you say that if you were genuinely happy about something? Like if somebody said, I got tickets for this concert or this sporting event. Do you want to go? And you really were excited. You're not going to say, yes. You're going to go, yeah, absolutely. But you can just tell that she completely was uncomfortable. And I like that subliminal shot. You know more about it than I do. Now, I don't know if she meant for that to be a shot, but that was a subliminal, subconscious shot. Kind of like, what the hell? You know more about my damn movies than I do.
Also, since you cut your hair off, I bought your hair on eBay.
You can see it again. Now imagine this. Somebody knows more about your profession than you, and then they buy your hair. You can just literally tell she's just like, what the hell is this bitch doing? I just want to promote my movie, how I put bread on my table. And then this bitch wants me to ask her questions, wants me to talk about my hair and all this other shit.
Have you been looking for it? I'm so sorry. There we go.
You could just tell, though, the entire time, and I won't bore you with any more of that. I was using it for educational purposes. By the way, that's copyrighted under the Copyright Act of 1976, bitches, so you can't flag me for that shit, Google. But anyway, I was using that as a teachable moment to show you that not only is being a fan of a celebrity stupid, but when you interact with them on an interpersonal level, they got no respect for you. And how can you expect them to? Just like the song by Snap went, Don't Believe the Hype has a pretty nice beat to it and a nice flow. It says, never bow down to a mortal man. And you should never bow down to a mortal man. Now, enjoying their talents, enjoying their music, enjoying their sporting ability is one thing. But doing that is just crazy. Now, you could tell in her body language that she was raising her brow. She was kind of frowning and kind of uncomfortable. She had no respect for this girl. No respect whatsoever. Clearly uncomfortable. I remember like 6 or 7 years ago, I was working at Walmart. I was the person that would push the carts. It was a shitty job, really hot weather, really cold weather, shitty hours, nobody wanted it. So of course they picked me with no experience and no skills in the labor market. Well, as I was pushing the carts one night, this was the middle of the week, probably a Wednesday or Thursday, and by about 10:30 or 11, nobody was in the store. It was very slow, easy during those times. But on the weekends, it's like a bat out of hell, but that's another story for another day. I remember one night I was pushing carts. Now, the way that I would have to push them is I would have to go in the parking lot and push them inside the bay where the customers get them. One night as I was pushing them, I saw a gentleman who was walking in the direction I was going. So I stopped pushing the carts. I was using that remote control thing. You'll notice that next time you go to Walmart. It's called the Mill. I looked up at him and I told him to go, and he's like, no, go ahead. He just kind of said it, kind of nonchalantly, no, go ahead. And I pushed the button, put them in, and I looked over at him. I said, thank you, sir. I noticed it was Harrison Ford. Now, I'm a big Raiders of the Lost Ark fan. I like Star Wars. He's a great actor, one of my favorite actors. Air Force One is probably my favorite movie by him that he's in. But I didn't even react. I just said, all right, you have a nice night, sir, like I would to any customer. And he said, you too, and he just kept walking, and he kind of tilted his head a little bit. I got respect. Now, the thing is, he thought either I didn't know who the hell he was, or I did, and I was just respecting his space. And in that interaction, he kind of tilted his head towards me, and he kind of kept walking. He had respect for me. Jennifer Lawrence had no respect for that girl in that interaction, and how can you expect her to when you're doing all that shit? Celebrities just want to be treated like anybody else. And when they're tired or they're having a shitty day, and then you go out of your way to scream at them, how can you expect for them not to be angry at you? That's a teachable moment, though. Invest in yourself, invest in your business, invest in your family, invest in something. I'm all about investing money in the markets. I'm all about tips about exercising, tips about meditation. How can I become a ruler? I like reading about the great rulers, the Caesars, Alexander the Great, Napoleon Bonaparte. I got a ruling class mentality. I'm going to own my brand, I'm going to own my body, and I'm going to own my house. Because where you shit every night, where you eat, where you go to bed, you got to control your own home. What everybody else does is their business. Never bow down to a mortal man.